Welcome back. So I'm laying down 4:30 in the morning and I'm thinking about the days of the week cuz I watched my last video, one of these videos talking about the I love being Jacob video. And I talk about the days of the week and stuff. And I'm thinking about what I said and I'm like, all right, just bear with me. These are just thoughts. I heard things like this, but I never studied it long enough to really say this is what it is. You gotta open your mind, and since my mind was always open with words because I couldn't read, I had to sound words out, so I always break words down. That's what makes me break small words down. And when you break small words down, and you actually use a dictionary, you start to see things and then you're like, whoa, shit, I didn't know those two letters are a word that means something. And then the other two letters are another word. And you put them together and then it's the word that I know. But I never knew that that one word, that four-letter word, is really two words put together to make one word. Now, basically Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's two words to represent one thing. Now, when I learned about Greek uh, mythology and all this, Greek history, when I learned that the days of the week used to not be called what they are. When I learned that, yeah, it changed my reality. When I learned that back in the day, in the Roman era, they used to, when they would when they first took over, period, they changed time. See, people don't understand about how powerful men really are. And the mind really is. Now, when these men took over, which we all know these words, but just don't pay attention. There was a BC, before somebody, and then there is a AD, after somebody. And what most people don't understand is that's the point in time where everything changes. Before somebody, everything was a certain way. People believed and did things a certain way. And after somebody, everything changed from the way it was. Get it? Is it better now? Do you feel safe? Do you know who the Lord is? Okay. So then I wonder what before this guy came. I wonder what things were like then. Now, that led me to believe and understand the fact that damn, that's the first indicator of someone coming through and saying this is what was and this is what is. And then I learned about how these Roman emperors were like so full of themselves that they named days of the week after themselves. So whatever the day was called before, it's not that no more. It's named after somebody. It's funny how land and names are always named after somebody. It's funny how that I read in the Bible, it said the wicked ones will name things after themselves. And then that made me think of what when Adam first got, made. The Most High said, "Yeah, everything you see, name it. All the things you see in the world, Guess what your special job's to do since you followed my rules? You get to name everything. So I wonder what Adam called Monday. I wonder what Adam called an apple. I wonder what Adam called a snake. Did he call it those things? See, as a kid, I always used to look at words and say, well, who the fuck are you to tell me that's what that is? Who the fuck are you to tell me red is red? I can see it's red. You know, I can see it's a color. But who the fuck says I gotta spell it like that? Who the fuck are you to tell me? I didn't know why I had these rebellious thoughts in my head. Now I do now. So once I realized, these kings also changed the days, months, meaning one guy would rule over and say, well, I was born in this month, so I'm adding an extra day because I'm the king now. And then another dude would take over and be like, man, fuck that nigga. I ain't never liked that nigga. And fuck that nigga birthday. Fuck that nigga month. My month's the best. And then he would take off his days. And I was like, wait up. These niggas is fucking with time itself. And I was like, wow, how far did that go? And that made me think, what the fuck year is it really? They say it's 2022, but 2022 from what? 2022 years from what? Oh, the before, the after a dude came. See, that's when I understood. I said, wait up, oh shit, you motherfuckers, you niggas got me counting life like it's 2,000 years, but you clearly taught me that there before Sean came, there was time before him. Do we add that time in too? I wonder. And then it made me realize, what the fuck time are we? When are we? And then I thought about that Bible and why it never gives dates. And I said, oh, I understand now, Lord. If you gave dates, they would change the fucking dates and then they would make people think the Bible's wrong. So you only name events. Things that you know are going to happen and no one else can ever know. And the only way they can believe is to wait, know what events you said are going to happen. And then when you see them, you're like, holy fucking shit, this is really happening. Just to fuck with your heads a little bit. Just to open you up. Now, let's get to the point. Like, as I began to learn I forgot what these, like, all days of the week, they're named after gods. Roman gods. Like, Thursday is Thor's Day. Sunday is the Son of God Day. Zeus. The lightning bolt guy. Tuesday, I forgot what it was. Wednesday was... Anyway, I'm going into what I want to say now. I said the first day of the week is Sunday, and the last day of the week is Saturday, and I said, the book says, rest on Saturday, and treat that day holy. That's the Lord's day of rest, when he did everything he needed to do, and it was perfect. And he rested with all his children that he made, and he, like, everybody gets to look at everything, all the things he just made, and wonder, and give praise to him, like, yo, you just literally invented the greatest thing ever, so, yeah. While you sit down and chill and, like, watch us be amazed by all the things we get to, like, learn about now and do and all this stuff because of you and proclaim your glory. It says that you're supposed to, do all these different things, fast and be with your family and all of this, worship the Lord. And that got me to the days of the week thinking. And I was like, all right, if Sunday is Sunday, what would Adam call these things? What would the Lord call these things? And I thought to myself, like, Sunday is the first day. What is a son? It's the baby you make. Right? That's the first day. A creation. The creation. All men name things they create. They name them. They usually name them after their self or a girl's name. Like when men get cars, they name them Lucy and Betsy and, come on, baby. Don't you run out of gas now. Come on, baby. Keep on. This is the things men do. And even women. So to me, Sunday is the beginning. It's the day he said, "Let there be light." Get it? Now Tuesday would be Moon Day. I mean the second day would be Moon Day. Moon Day, Monday. You see where I'm going with that? I shouldn't have to explain what Moon Day is. Sunday, create your creation. The sun. What comes after the sun every day? The moon. Right? Then I thought Tuesday, I think weird things come to my mind. And since we're talking about creation, tools. You need tools to build things. So, he said, let there be light. Then, he's going to make the moon. And then he's going to start building the earth and stuff. But they say he did it in reverse. He does whatever he wants to do. We got to live by the order. Now, Wednesday would be like Wind Day, Water Day, Wind and Water Day. He started using his power of light, creation, and the moon, and then he made tools and made the land and used Wednesday, water and wind to shape things. And then Thursday, now that one's a little weird, and I thought, well, Thor was a son of God, so maybe it's, Thor's day, it's his son's day. But then I thought to myself, no, if he just did earth, wind, water, fire, and created land and everything, well, didn't he create man after that? Yeah. So Thursday would be their day. Theirs day. The day he made mortals. And he did make two, so it's not just his day. It's not just his son's day. It was his son and his wife's day. Their day. And then there is Friday, the day everybody loves for themselves. Oh yeah, party time. Friday is Father's Day. That's Big Dog's Day. The 6th day of the week when he finished everything. 6 is the number of a man, right? So, like he said, I did all this work, I made you guys, and now it's Saturday. We all know that Saturn is Saturn, and I connect that with Saturn, Saturday, Sabbath day. Oh yeah, that day that the Lord said take to rest and chill. Now I'm going to fuck your head up a little bit more. Think about it like this. When you get married, right? How do you do it? Aren't you supposed to give a woman a ring? Right? Like Saturn. Right? And then when you give her a ring, isn't it supposed to be the wedding day? The day everyone doesn't go to work all your friends and family, and they all come together, and they open that Bible, and y'all take the vows under the Lord. Even though if you don't, believe in that Lord, for some reason y'all take his vows, which is crazy. Then what do? Son, you what? What happens after Saturday and you get married? You go take your wife and use consummate. You have sex for the first time. It should be this way. And then, you know, days, months go later, whatever. But we're talking about most high shit, so it's one day. So the next day after Saturday, you get married, give that ring, you have sex, and Sunday comes, the first day, the baby, the creation. And then the next day comes. Imagine if this happened all at once. You got married, you have sex with your wife for the first time, and then that night she's pregnant and you know. And you know your son, your light, your child, your creation is coming. You know it's there the next day because she tells you. Wouldn't that mean the next day you're going to be super happy and everything, and then you're going to be on your honeymoon? It's going to be Monday. Honeymoon. Yeah. Wouldn't that mean it's another party? You got married, had a party. That night you grew up together and knew each other. The next day you created something, and now you're going to celebrate what you created. But we do everything backwards. We have the kid, we get married, we have sex, and then go on our honeymoon. Satan fucked us up good. And then the process, starts all over again. Because then your child's in the world. And then they got to create. And they got to go through the Wednesday. They gotta have their moon day. They gotta have their tools day. Their tools. Now you're smart and you have a wife. So you're gonna give your kid the tools to fight against the earth, the wind and the water. Wednesday. For them. Thursday. For you. You did a good life. You did all that. You found a good woman. You stayed good. You have law. You have love. Now you birth more love and law through her. Now there's a new one. And now you're going to instill all that into them. Get it? That one person's them. Thursday. And now that they're doing all of that because you recreated yourself on Thursday, them is their day. You celebrate them. Thank you. You did good. You're a good son. And then the next day, he's like, yeah, you made me, Dad. I love you so much. I do this in your honor. Tomorrow's Father's Day. Friday. Tomorrow's your day, Daddy. Tomorrow's your day. Not me go out and party day. Tomorrow's your day, Dad. And Mom. My creator. And then Saturday, you chill. Like the Lord told you. And you spend with your family. And since that's the representation of, a wedding, I would believe that, Friday would be your Father's Day. And then Saturday would be your Mama's Day. And then Sunday would be his day again. And since now he's grown up, yeah, that's the first day of him going to look for his Eve so he can get his moon day. Get it? I mean, all of this shit is really just freestyled off the top of my head right now. Just a bunch of random thoughts of the knowledge that I have. I can't prove any of this. I don't really give a shit about proving any of this. It's great thoughts that I know to record, so when I study again about these things, and I hear things and I'm like, ooh, that's good new information. I'm gonna go play this video and then I'll see where my thoughts lead me there. So I hope my thoughts of um figuring out the days of the week and shit, and then giving that Bible lesson and people lesson. I hope that actually makes you see something more valuable than worrying about what day of the week or what century we're in, because I just showed you a whole lot of things about family and love on a very basic, simple level that all of us can understand. There is no, I don't know. There is no maybe. No. We all know this is the way we want things done. But, we live in a world where the people before us, they fell and they didn't teach us how to do this shit the right way. So, we grow up, we have sex first, or get married to people we're not really in love with. We stay with people and have babies with, people that we weren't even ready to be with. And now we think that, oh, now I got to stay here forever. No, the Bible has divorce in it too. For a reason. Even the Lord doesn't believe people should just stay together. Because he's about love and happiness. Some people in this world are not meant to be with anybody. Those are the people that serve him the most. That's what a lot of yous are running from. You don't realize that he's going to reward you later on. Like, I forgot who it was. I think it was Levi, I believe. Or Isaiah. I'm not sure. Sorry, Lord. I need to freshen up on that. But I remember the story because it's a good one. This guy served the Lord all his life. All he ever wanted was a family and a kid. So he goes through all this stuff for the Lord. And his whole life, he never, like, women never do him right. Things always go crazy. And every woman that he tries to have a kid with just can't have a kid. So he just gives up on it and says, you know what? The Lord ain't going to do it. I even tried to go outside of what he wanted me to do and try to have my own children. And that didn't work. So in his mind, he said, you know what? It ain't for me. So what I'm going to do is accept this burden as a good thing. Maybe this is going to show other people. Because, like, I don't know if this is what he was thinking, but as I'm reading this, I'm like, I guess he was thinking, like, fuck it. You know what I mean? If I want this so bad, and I learned all these things about it, and I think about it, and all these things, and other people have it and mistreat it, maybe the Lord wants you not to have it because you want it so bad, and you yearn, and you live for it, and you, all these things. You can express to people how important this shit really is. Other people don't even have the passion that you have to want to have it. They just want to do it. Or they get in bad situations, like I explained, and they already have kids. And they never got to learn these things that, how important their kids are. They're not just other little people we bring in there. It's so much more than that. And I said, yo, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what he wanted to do. And then the verse keeps going. And it was saying that, the Lord ended up speaking to him or giving him some type of message. And he's telling him, like, nah, dog, like, I had you waiting all this time because you got to fix yourself. And now that you fixed yourself, I need you to go do something real quick. And he went and did it. And he said, now you're going to have a kid. Now you're going to have a kid. When you pass this last test. So he did. And he got to have his kid. The fucked up thing was, his kid was so important to the Lord. His kid was so important that he needed his kid to leave him. The first 10 years. He got to finally get what he wanted. He went through all this shit for 40 years. Gets to have his kid. And then he doesn't get to be around them for 10 or 20 years. I said, yo, that's... I said, that's insane. That's insane right there. I said, you finally get what you want. And now you gotta wait for it for 20 more years because it needs to be without you. It needs to... I forgot what the reason was. I think it went to go live somewhere and be raised around something or... I don't know. I forget. But I know it needed to not be around him and be around the people it was so it can do whatever it was going to do. And the beginning of his path started like that. And I was like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, damn. Like, the Lord works in mysterious ways. And now I see why you people have such a hard time with trusting him. Because the way he does things, we can't understand. And it will always look like a bad thing. Like, yo, bro, you're not the real God, bro. You literally made me serve 40 years of pain and suffering and people hating and all of this. And then you give me what I want and then you take it right away from me and say, nah, you can't have it yet. You know it's there. You got it. I kept my word. I gave it to you. But I need him more than I needed you. And I just needed you to be pure or whatever. Save these people, do this thing, whatever. I needed you to do that. You think you're special. And you are. But them, they're the one. You know what I mean? Shit like that. They're going to do something for me greater than you. So, fuck your feelings. That's my kid. Like, the Most High be looking at y'all like, don't you realize at the end of the day, you're all my children? So, don't you tell me what to do with my children. And then you're looking back at the Most High like, but daddy...